If you train hard enough but still don't see growth, you're making at least 4 of these mistakes. I've been training for over 20 years and I still make some of them. I'm going to show you my 07, tell you exactly how to fix them, and be honest about which one I've had fight the most. Mistake number 1, program hopping. 20 plus years and I still see this everywhere. Someone finds a program on TikTok or in Instagram and runs it for 2 weeks, and of course there's no results, feels nothing, and then switches. The problem isn't the program, it's the timeline. Muscle doesn't respond to novelty, it responds to repeated escalating stress consistently applied over time. 2 weeks doesn't even count. Just pick one proven program, commit to that program for a minimum of 12 weeks, and that's not even a suggestion. That's the minimum window of adaptation to actually begin. I'll promise you that one program can really change your life and can really change the way you look and the way you feel after workout. You just need to be committed. But even perfect programming and consistency fails if you're faking intensity. And this one is uncomfortable to admit, but I've been guilty of it during certain periods. Going through the motions, treating a session like a checkbox, and you need just to look around in any gym and you see it everywhere. People scrolling between sets, watching some reels of hot chicks or whatever, and think just being in the gym is enough. They use weights that are too comfortable because they chase only the pump and not the growth, and every last rep they do feels like they're just starting the workout. That's not training, that's just showing up and leaving at the same intensity they start their workout. Your body changes only when you force it. Your workout sets needs to be land 1 to 3 reps of genuine failure. Not probably I can squeeze one more rep. You need to really squeeze that rep, and the last rep that you do would be really that grows your muscles. Actually grinding, actually fighting for every inch of that last rep. If it doesn't feel like a real effort, your body is getting the signals wrong and will never grow your muscles. And even if your intensity is there, you're probably ignoring progressive overload. Doing the same weights week after week, the same reps day after day, guarantees nothing changes. If the demand on the muscle doesn't increase, the muscle has no reasons to grow. And that's not a theory, that's how physiology works. You need to track every lift, every single session. Write it in a notebook for a change, forget about the phone, and then try to beat it. 1 extra rep today, 5 more pounds tomorrow, just everything that you can measure. Small consistent progress is the only thing that actually compounds into a different body over time. Now you can get all 3 of those right and still be destroying your results, because the next 2 mistakes happens in the kitchen, and honestly this is where I've personally gone back and forth more than everything else. Mistake number 4 is inconsistent protein intake. And here's my honest experience. I have long stretches where my protein intake was dialed in perfectly, and then periods where life goes busy, the routine slipped, and I just stopped tracking. And every single time I let it slide, my progress just disappears. Not gradually, noticeably. Protein is the raw material that your body uses to rebuild damaged muscle tissue. Without enough of it, the training stimulus is just wasted. You are breaking tissue down without nothing to repair. And the research is so consistent about it. It's 1.6 to 2.2 grams of kilogram per day, every day, not just training days. And not just when you remember, every single day. That consistency will help you to see real results even more than the weights. Mistake number 5 is the fear of carbohydrates. Same pattern for me with the carbs. Serious for a period of time, then cutting them back thinking would keep me leaner, and I just watch my performance drop every single time. But here's what most people miss. Carbohydrates are the primary fuel for high intensity workouts. If you cut them, your output drops, your recovery slows, and your muscles look literally smaller because their glycogen stores are depleted. Rice, potatoes, oats. These aren't food to avoid. They're just the fuel that makes hard training happening. And the goal isn't to eat less. The goal is to perform better, recover faster, and look fuller. And the carbs do all three. Before we go to the last two, how many did you get? 4? I bet it's 4. Just drop the number in the comments. Okay, mistake number 6 is overtraining. And this one comes from the right place. The belief that more work or more training equals better results. I understand it because I felt it. But here's the reality. You don't grow while you lift. I bet you know that. You grow while you recover. The workout is just the signal and the starting point. Everything your body does with the signal, the repair, the adaptation, the actual muscle growth happens after you leave the gym. Training 7 days a week without recovery doesn't make you more dedicated. It just means that you're repeatedly interrupting the process you're training for. 1 to 2 days of full recovery per week isn't optional. It's necessary if you want your muscles to grow. And that brings us to the mistake number 7. We all know it, but still can't get over it, and it's underestimating the sleep. When I was younger, I didn't take this seriously at all, treating sleep like something that got in the way of real life. And then work took over and the hours just keep shrinking for different reasons. And the whole time, whatever it was, lifestyle or stress or just not prioritize it, my body was paying the price in ways I couldn't see until I fix it. Here's what actually happening when you cut your sleep short. About 75% of your growth hormone is released while you sleep. Most of it in the first few hours of your deep sleep. And one poor night of sleep can drop your testosterone by nearly 25%. Not a week, just one night. And chronic sleep deprivation doesn't just slow your recovery. It pushes your body into catabolic state, actively breaking your muscle instead of building it. So the person grinding on 5 hours sleep, training harder than everybody else, and wondering why they are not growing, they're not losing because of laziness. They're losing because the harder they train, the more sleep debt costs them. You need 7 to 9 hours every night. Treat it with the same seriousness as your workouts, because sleep is one big part of that training routine. For over 20 years, the lesson that took me longest to really absorb is this. The lifters making the fastest progress aren't the one that's suffering the most. They're the one who figure out that recovery is the actual workout plan. The gym is just where You earn the right to rest and recover your muscles. Everything else, the protein, the carbs, the sleep, the rest days, that's where the growth actually happens. And most people never figure that out. Now you have. Stay strong, and I'll catch you in the next one.